Welcome to another stage analysis video. Today's video is the US and Canadian stocks watch list. To get the daily stocks watch list, go to stageanalysis.net, where we highlight the daily watch lists for the US market as well as the Canadian market and the UK market too. Tonight's first stock, which is DXCM. This is the weekly chart. As you can see, it's attempted to break out to new highs on above a strongly rising 10-week moving average. It's quite far above its rising 30-week moving average with strong relative performance versus the S&P 500. Volume remains tepid low. The daily chart, you can see, there's not much increase in the volume. You'll see it gapped up in November and has consolidated for the last couple of months and is now attempting to break out higher, but see the lack of volume. It's a little bit concerning, although it is quite a large cap stock with $240 price range, so volume is not always huge, except for things like this where you get an earnings gap. Okay, next one. EGY. This is energy stock. Getting quite a few energy stocks recently. Imagine because of news-driven events, but it has picked up the sector somewhat for the last few weeks or so. And so as you can see here, we've got a potential stage 2A breakout attempt. Hasn't yet cleared the 2019 resistance levels though, so it's kind of a early stage 2A, and there's been no volume pop. So with stage analysis, we look for two times the average weekly volume on the stage 2A breakout. So as you can see on this breakout and follow through week, it's been very average. Relative performance against the S&P 500 is looking better though. It's moved above its zero line. It's at new highs for the last few months at least. So this one, it's got potential. You can see in the past, 2018, it had a very strong move. With moving over a few 100% in just a good few months. So let's have a look at the daily. Well, there was a little bit more volume on the daily on today's move up, and the pullback yesterday was on lower volume. So it's got potential. We need to consolidate some, but for any kind of entry point to be considered. But it's one to keep an eye on. FARO. This one is in stage 1B by the looks of things. We've got quite a long stage 1 base, and it's nearing the top of what would be the stage 1 range now. We'd have resistance points from here. It's not cleared the mid-year high, and it's not cleared the early part of the year high either. So I'd give this a stage 1B rating at the moment. And relative performance is just moving in line with the zero line. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, it's moved above some recent highs, but still hasn't cleared more significant September highs. So I would give this stage 1B rating, as I said, and would be looking for a little bit of consolidation before it attempts a stage 2A breakout in order to have a good entry point. Okay, next is one of the ones highlighted earlier this week, which is FIVN. I just wanted to do a follow-up on this. I think I followed up with this earlier on Twitter with the intraday chart, noting that it was popping higher. You can see it's making new highs. Let's go on to the daily. Yeah, it had a strong volume move today to break out with at least 3 times the average daily volume, and managed to close at new highs. So this one's a confirmed stage 2 continuation now. HIMX, a new one for the watch list. I've highlighted it. It's broken out of a very minor stage 1 base with a slight uptick in the 30-week MA. It had a very long 2-year stage 4 decline, as you can see, coming down here with obviously a huge decline. So this looks like a potential short covering rally, which you often see early in the start of a more significant base. So it's moving up into a zone of resistance, so we could see some consolidation in quite a wide range, with the developing stage 1 range starting to build over the next few months. Although some may argue it's already popped into stage 2, bypassing stage 1 with this kind of strong move. But I always, with these kind of moves, I always look for a higher base to form. So next is JELD, again highlighted the other day, maybe yesterday. Just wanted to revisit this one as it had another good move today. Some volume came in. It looks like it's starting to potentially get closer to 2 times the weekly average, so this has possibility of a stage 2A breakout. Daily, yeah, it was a good move today. We've had some good move the other day, so this one's looking promising for completing its stage 2A this week. LAZ, I think I highlighted this one yesterday as well. It's a big base stage 2 breakout. So this one looks like we've got some volume come in. It's looking around getting close to 2 times the weekly average. So if it can close the week near the highs of the candle, then this one will be a confirmed stage 2A breakout. MDB, this is a new one for the watch list. I haven't highlighted this for a while. And let's have a look. So it's approaching its recent high from November. Relative performance has moved back in line with the rising zero line. It's some strong volume this week. Looks a little bit above average. Most of that came in today with today's pop. So it's about 2 or 3 times the average volume. So it's approaching its near-term resistance level here. So potentially could put an alert above the highs up here to see. But look, again, as always with these kind of moves, we'd be looking for some consolidation before it moves higher again. So MDLA, it's a fairly new issue from the middle of last year. Looks like it's breaking out above the November high here. So we move down to the daily chart. Let's see, today we've got a close above the November high and the more recent range in the last 4 months. So this one's a potential short-term breakout. The 50-day MA's moved higher. Let's go back to the weekly. So yeah. SAIL. This one's making a stage 2A breakout attempt from a small base. Some would argue that the move back in November would be a stage 2A breakout. However, the moving average was, the 30-week MA was still declining at the time, so that invalidates any kind of move above there. So this would, the stage 1 range would be continuing to develop. So this is now the stage 2A breakout attempt. So that's the stage 1 range high. So we're currently making a stage 2A breakout attempt. It's moved in line with its relative performance versus the S&P 500 zero line. Let's go to the daily. See on the daily, we got volume pop today for the breakout. The 50-day is rising. The 30-week is now rising. So yeah, we've got potential for a stage 2A breakout here. Snap. This is forming looks to be forming a cup pattern after a strong move off its lows last year, up a few %. Looks to be, it's been consolidating since the middle of the year. It's back approaching its 52-week highs again. Let's drop down to the daily. Looks like we had a pop and squat there today. So some strong volume. Let's go down to the 2-hour chart, see where that volume came in. It was strong all day on both the up and the down move. So this one with this developing cup would be looking for some sideways consolidation to level it out a bit and for it to relax before making a potential continuation breakout. WELL.V. So this is a Canadian stock. It's in the venture market, I believe, which is the generally has lots of the very small micro cap stocks in. It's had a very strong move today, with obviously stronger than its average volume. Let's look at the daily chart. Volume seems to have come in during the week. It's making a breakout attempt here, which would be a stage 2 continuation breakout attempt. So potential for a stage two continuation. Although again, as always, with it being a little bit extended now, we'd want to see some consolidation before potential entry. ALSK. This is a big base stage 1 stock. Could argue it's in stage 1B now, which is late in the basing phase. We've got a recent high here, it's a little bit below still, and some multiple resistance levels here. So we could be looking for a stage trade breakout attempt. We had some strong volume coming into it. Let's look on the daily, and that all came in today. So yeah, there's potential for a stage trade breakout attempt. AXNX, another fairly new issue, only a year or so old. It's popped above its 30-week moving average again for the first time in a while, which is still declining at the moment. It was a gap breakout on some strong volume, so this one would be to set an alert above today's high. Let's see where that goes. CAE, this is another follow-up stock from earlier in the week. As you can see, we've got a stage 2 continuation breakout in progress with some very strong volume. So this one could complete this week if it manages to end the week above that level. So, and CIBR, another one that we're following up on from earlier in the week, which is the cybersecurity ETF. This is still near new highs, and it's had very strong volume for the ETF this week. So the entire sector's been getting some love, with multiple stocks in the sector coming up in the watch lists. So I wanted to highlight this one again. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, the daily. See how it closes. So you'd want to see it close above the range here. So to complete the stage 2 continuation breakout. CTAS. This is again another one that we're following up on. It had, I think I highlighted this in my Twitter feed today, with it as it broke out early in the day. It's making a stage 2 continuation attempt. We've got a very nice little cup and handle pattern here on the daily after a good few months of consolidation before that, and it broke out to new highs today on some stronger daily volume. And DOOR, which is looking to make a stage 2 continuation breakout. Stage 2A breakout was back in November here. Volume was only a little bit above average, but it's had a reasonably strong move and consolidation, and has bounced off the 10-week moving average to attempt to make a stage 2 continuation breakout. So if it managed to close here this week, if you were using the investor method, this would be when you'd be considering moving your stop loss up a little bit. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, it was a nice move to new highs today to close above the recent high of the range on stronger than average volume with relative performance near its highs, outperforming the S&P 500. So that one looks promising for a continuation move.